You need to stand up for yourself. This is very important as it builds confidence. It allows you to learn and take action from each experience. Sometimes not standing up for yourself can be very damaging. You will be seen as a person who is weak, not just physically, but even mentally. Around you, there are a lot of people who will try to take advantage of you. If you're in the right, then you should always stand up for yourself, your friends, your family, your beliefs, your actions. You should always stand up for others in general and be there for them. The amount of confidence that you will build through standing up for yourself and those around you will make you into a better person overall. Now, one important thing is to learn how to say no. This in itself can be standing up for yourself. Sometimes you're told by others to do a certain thing, and due to peer pressure, you're likely to fall into this even when the thing is not beneficial at all, and in fact it wastes your time and it makes you into a worse person. Rather, stand up for yourself by saying no. If you don't want to do something that brings no benefit and can waste your time, and in the long term it's not going to do anything that's good to your life, then just say no and move on. And that's one big thing. Saying no, it's a way to show that you are standing up for yourself. Now, facial expressions and body posture is also an important part. Remember that sometimes actions do speak louder than words. You can show people sometimes that you are not interested, or you feel kind of uncomfortable with what is going on around you without actually saying anything. Having a posture that clearly shows whether you're interested in something or not is also a way to stand up for yourself without actually having to say anything. Many a times people aren't as, active or decisive as they should be. Make your points clear. Try to show somebody, if you're uncomfortable, show them that you are uncomfortable with the things that they're saying. You might be in a discussion where people are backbiting, swearing, and talking about vulgar and disgusting things, and you may not like this. So showing some sort of facial expression where you're showing them that you don't enjoy being there, it's also a way to stand up for yourself. But remember that sometimes, regardless of how good or bad your delivery even is, some people may just always take it in a bad way. So at the end of the day, you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. If you don't like something, try to express it and stand up for yourself when you think it is correct. You need to know when to leave as well. If something doesn't benefit you, wastes your time, and it also doesn't bring you any happiness, and in fact is making you feel uncomfortable, then just leave. No point of going against people or things that aren't important to your life. Leaving can just be a stress-free option that makes things much faster. Now, you will meet a lot of random people on earth, and I mean like a lot, especially if you're a person that's extroverted. From my personal experience, I like to always speak to people in different places. I make friends at the gym, at the sauna, in literally any place out there. And I think making friends and connections is very important. I do use the term friends in a very, loose manner. So I do have very close friends that I trust, and then friends is more like a general term of people that you've spoken to and you know a little bit about. That's kind of like my definition of friends, really. But regardless, what's important is that when you meet random people, some people may be rude, some friends, some people around you, family members even. So speak with eloquency and make your points straight. I mean, if you're in the right, then your points are definitely right, and therefore all you need to do is have the courage to actually say those points and literally articulate them in a manner that actually makes sense and can show people that you know what you're talking about. So sometimes you need to stand up in front of not just random people, but even friends and families and people that actually mean something to you. But this is important because if you don't stand up for yourself, eventually people will start to step on you, and you will become that one insignificant person that everybody's not scared to step on. And this is very damaging, especially as a man. It's important that you know when you need to stand up for yourself, how to do it, where to do it, and the pros and the cons. Don't just stand up for yourself if the cons actually outweigh the pros, if there are more disadvantages of you standing up for yourself. So be very smart with the moves that you make in life. And in life, you will need to move on anyway. Any problems that you face are only temporary, so keep that in mind. At the end of the day, every single person will have to answer for what they did in this life, for every breath, every minute, every second, every millisecond, whatever you want to call it. Move on and focus on yourself, on your life. At the end of the day, you are nothing but an insignificant part of human history. So just keep on living your life, stand up for yourself when you need to, and just enjoy the process.